There are so many spring perfumes in the niche perfume world, but today I want to highlight the ones that are not expensive at all. So today is all about spring cheapies. Let's start out with a oldie but a goodie, and that is I Love Love by Moschino. I have loved this perfume literally for years now. This to me is my perfect version of the Dolce & Gabbana light blue. That one to me pulls a little bit more woody, and this one is a little bit more sweet and fun. So you have notes like orange in here, grapefruit, red currant, but you also have flowers just like lily of the valley and tea rose, and quite a woody base. There is cedar, Tanaka wood, musk. But this is so refreshing. To me, this is like a lemonade. It's basically like a classic lemonade. It's cooling, refreshing, citrusy, almost sparkling. But then you have this grounding woodiness going on. The performance is not the best, but I mean, you can get this for so inexpensive. And I would say this lasts about 4 to 5 hours on my skin, which is okay for such a inexpensive but also citrusy summer perfume. This is one I always gravitate towards if I want something very refreshing that is going to cool me down. If you love gourmands and you want a gourmand for the springtime, Affection by Lattafa for me is the perfect between something fresh and spring-like, but also cozy and comforting, sweet and gourmand-like. So this one is from the Pride collection, and this is not a beast mode perfume, but it's a lot like the Kayali's Yum Pistachio Gelato perfume, and that one is a lot more fleeting than this one. This is a little bit more substantial and dense, but it's still quite light. Very interesting perfume actually, and quite complex. You have notes like lactones in here, pistachio, hazelnut, blackcurrant, but also florals like lily of the valley and jasmine. And then the base notes like vanilla and tonka bean in there. It definitely is milky, it's creamy, and it has this dustiness that I get from a lot of nutty perfumes. It's not really pistachio-like. I just got a pistachio protein like yogurt, and it smelled and tasted just like the dusty and nutty thing that is in here, which is not really pistachio in my mind. It's very synthetic nut, but I don't mind it if you wouldn't like market it like that. To me, the saying like this is like a authentic pistachio gelato sense throws me off a little bit, because if you've been to Italy or like a gelato, very authentic place, and you've eaten real pistachio gelato, which is making my mouth water because that is my favorite thing to eat, this is not that. And basically all of the other pistachio perfumes are not like that. But anyway, I still like it. At first I was very confused about it because it was not a gelato scent for me, or like a pistachio scent. But actually, as I said, it's the perfect in between. It's still cozy and gourmand feeling. It's sweet, but it's not a super sweet perfume, and it still has this freshness to it, the creaminess, and it's almost a little green floral at the same time. It's very hard to describe. I got a sample of Affection just to see if I would really wear it, because even though this is very inexpensive, I still don't want to blind buy those perfumes, because what if I have like 100 milliliter of this perfume and I'm not gonna wear it because I don't enjoy it on my skin, you know? So I still got a sample, but I did come to love it, and now I wear it a lot. The next one is a classic, and I'm not really too sure what is going on with that shop, but I hope you can still get it. This is White Musk by The Body Shop. This is the men's version, but to me, both of them are very unisex, so you can wear both of them. The main accords are musky, woody, and powdery, and notes are lavender, jasmine, geranium, musk, sandalwood, tonka bean, and vetiver. So you can see those notes are not really very traditionally masculine. This is just It's lovely. This right now is not a very strong scent, so don't think that this will be like a all-day wear kind of perfume. It will not. But it's just so comforting and clean smelling. I wore white musk when I was maybe 12 or 13 years old, and I've had this perfume in my collection on and off for all of those years. I still love it. Right now it's empty, but we have a flanker. It's the L'Eau version, and we have the men's version, which to me is also, as I said, very unisex and very much so something that I'm wearing. I don't really get those florals or the lavender. I mainly get musk, sandalwood, and tonka bean. It's cozy, it's powdery, but not too much. It's quite creamy. It has slight sweetness to it from the tonka bean. And the musk is not this dusty musk. It's very comforting, as I said. It's so clean. It's perfect to wear after the shower or first thing in the morning or for spring and summer in general. Even so, as an everyday, all year type of perfume, this is perfect because it's not really fresh or too warm, too cold. It's very neutral, but it's just fluffy and light and enjoyable. Don't ask me where my bottle is. I have no idea, but I wanted to share with you Bade'e from Victoria's Secret. I have the Perfumes. There is the Eau de Parfum, Eau de Toilette version as well, and they have creams and everything like that, of course. But this one is a sandalwood, violet, and mandarin orange scent. To me, it did not really smell like that. It's quite designer perfume smelling, if you know what I mean. It has a specific DNA that reminds me of a designer perfume, but it's actually very cozy and soft, and it has the powderiness from the violet, definitely, but it's also quite floral in general, but very creamy indeed, and that must be the sandalwood. So the violet and the sandalwood make it quite elegant, cozy, and creamy. And I would say the mandarin in here is just there to uplift the perfume because it's not a very heavy sandalwood centered perfume that I wouldn't really vibe with too much at the moment. But the mandarin, I guess, in here just makes it a little bit more easy to wear. It's a very easy to understand perfume. And if you want something that works all day, every day, as an office type of perfume, as an everyday perfume, this one is nice. And as I said, I don't really get like mandarin orange, but it's still a little bit more on the fresh side. So perfect to wear for springtime, but I could also see it for fall. So yeah, it's nice. And the last one for today is one that I wear a lot. And that is Bade'e Oud by Lattafa. And this is the Sublime version, so the red version. And this one is an apple, lychee, rose, jasmine, vanilla type of perfume with moss and patchouli in the base. And this base you can smell, and it translates to something different for me, but I appreciate it. And I always tell you I hate patchouli, and moss is also not my favorite perfume note. But there are so many types of those notes, and if they are combined in the right way, they can be heavenly. And this one is so good. So this is, funnily enough, also a alternative to a Kayali perfume, the Eat and Juicy Apple, which is a very sweet apple scent that is, to me, similar, but they are not the same. This one is actually a little bit more complex and longer lasting. So this one is really long lasting, and the sillage is also quite good. I get a full day of wear time with this one. And this one to me smells a little bit like a apple shampoo, but more sweet. And then as it dries down, I get this almost like oody, mysterious thing going on. I guess from the moss and the patchouli in combination, but there is something in here that makes it more adult-like, not as juvenile as it could be for a super sweet apple perfume, if you know what I mean. And I love to combine it with very summery, almost like clean perfume. So you could combine it with this one, or I even love it more in combination with perfumes like Bobo by Carna Barcelona or my Musk Therapy. Things like that are very clean and fresh smelling. This one makes everything a little bit more fun and juicy, fruity. So these were my spring cheapy recommendations. Let me know if you've tried those. Do you have other recommendations for me? Do you want a part 2? Do you want like a summer cheapies? And so on and so forth. Then I'm glad to do so. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.